In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to use a trigger zone to turn lights on and off in your levels. So what I'm going to do is open up our base file here located in chapter 6, just lights_base. Now what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm just going to add a normal light to the end of our level just to signify that when you open this door you know that it's going to be the end of the level. So I'm going to go over to our library panel here, click on markers and select our green light. I'm just going to shorten it up here by pressing the square bracket and then left click to put it in there. Again, all I did was I chose my green light, basically shortened up its range, left clicked at the end, and then right clicked to get the light basically off of my cursor here. So what I'm going to do first is basically let's choose some distinct lights here. So let's pick a red light and let's put this one over in the right corner like we had it in our last tutorial. And let's choose a blue light here. I'm just going to shorten it up. I'm going to left click as well. Now you'll notice that I put them both as static. So what this means is I'm going to go into our red light here by right clicking. I'm going to name this light lighting and change the static mode to dynamic. So I set static mode to no. And basically what I want is I want to leave this light on, so I'm going to leave the main script light 1, and I'm just going to press OK. So again, the changes we made quickly were we changed the name, we also set static mode to no to set it to dynamic. So I'm going to hit apply changes, go over to our blue light here, right click. Again, I'm going to change the name to lighting, set the static mode to no, which will then set it to dynamic, and I want this light to start off as being off. So I'm going to click on the ellipse here and choose light off. Now I'm going to apply changes. So by default, when I load this little room up, the blue light is going to be off and the red light will be on. Now what I'm going to do is when the player basically, let's say he steps anywhere in the middle of the room, the lights are going to change. So I'm going to go down in our markers tab here and look for the trigger zone. I'm going to left click on our trigger zone. Now you'll notice that our trigger zone is only one square. So what we want to do is we want to span this trigger zone across 3 different units. So in order to do that, I have to hold down the shift key, left click, and then drag to the right to make a trigger zone that is 3 units. Then all I do is let go of my left click and I'll have a 3-unit basically long trigger zone. So what I'm going to do is left click in the middle of the room, so I made a trigger zone there, and just right click to get this trigger zone off my cursor. So you'll notice when I mouse over it, it's a long trigger zone. So I'm going to right click on the trigger itself, and basically this main script we're going to have to change because currently it's just seeing if the player is in the zone. So I'm going to click on the ellipse here, choose our player in zone active if used, and I'm just going to open it so it goes into the program. So basically this script here, again, it's player, basically checking if the player is in the zone. If it is, it's going to activate the if used property. So again, I'm just going to go down to our if used property of our trigger, and I'm going to put in our light's name, which is lighting. I'm just going to say apply changes, and that's basically it. So whenever the player walks across the middle of the floor, this red light is going to turn off and this blue light will turn on. I'm going to save this for you so you can refer to it basically as a resource in chapter 6, just lights_zone.